Olá, pessoal, todo mundo que nos acompanha nas redes sociais. Hoje é o nosso último dia de Festival Internacional de Percussão de Curitiba. Então eu dou aqui muito boa tarde a todo mundo que nos acompanhou durante esses 11 dias de lives, onde vários artistas estiveram aqui compartilhando com a gente muito daquilo que a gente gosta de ver e ouvir, que é a música ligada à percussão. Então eu agradeço demais a todo mundo que está aqui com a gente. Foram mais de 30 profissionais envolvidos, produção de Elis Riberetti e imagens de vídeo de Ricardo Machado. A gente também tem a captação de áudio e mixagem de Chico Santa Rosa, design gráfico de Adriana Alegria, assistência técnica de Valderval de Oliveira Filho, fotografia de Alex Figueiredo, mixagem e masterização de Edson Boff, sites e redes de Lean Bilski, além da ajuda gigante de minha companheira Alessandra Lang. Muito obrigado a todos que estão envolvidos nessa equipe que fez possível acontecer a nossa terceira edição do FIPCuritiba. Além disso, foram mais de 22 artistas, residentes em 4 países diferentes. Até agora a gente tem mais de 1.000 visualizações entre as lives e os conteúdos. A gente conseguiu produzir 42 conteúdos, 20 desses conteúdos foram produzidos exclusivamente ao festival, mostrando solos e mini workshops sobre o trabalho de cada artista, e ainda mais, né, claro, essas 22 lives. Até cansa um pouco, mas a gente está muito feliz com todo o processo e tudo que a gente conseguiu criar nessa terceira edição do festival. A gente está na reta final, hoje é nosso último dia, como eu havia dito, e todas as lives tiveram a assistência técnica do nosso querido Valderval de Oliveira Filho. Então, Valzito, como é que está aí o nosso áudio? E eu quero aproveitar, Val, a tua entrada de hoje para você dizer o que você achou dessa empreitada de 22 lives. Estamos na 21ª, hoje à noite a gente encerra.
Pô, para mim é maravilhoso. Eu sou técnico de som, né? E a gente comentou aqui, a gente, né, tem uma coisa que acontece que quem não tá na live não participa, que é aquele final no backstage, né? A gente, pô, pessoal, que massa e tal. Um comentário que tipo, a gente vai fazer isso tudo que a gente faz, mais isso também, né? Então, pra mim, tá sendo maravilhoso aí, tô aprendendo muito também e bora nós, né? Tem mais essa e tem mais uma ainda, vamos lá.
Vamos que vamos. Lembrando que hoje às 9 da noite a gente encerra com a live do Quarteto, esse grupo de São Paulo, formado por esses grandes percussionistas Ari Colares, Caíto Marcondes, Sérgio Reze e também o Roberto Angerosa. Então a live de hoje, pessoal, terá um formato um pouco diferenciado, porque a gente vai conversar em inglês e eu vou comentar algumas coisas que os artistas convidados de hoje trouxerem para o nosso bate-papo. Então, dentro dessa diversidade de ações com temáticas diferentes que o FIP traz, hoje a gente vai falar sobre música performática. Mas antes de chamar eles, eu gostaria de falar um pouco da minha experiência com esses músicos convidados de hoje. Nós estamos trazendo sempre relatos dos artistas sobre momentos chaves de sua formação, momentos especiais que devem ser lembrados e que de alguma maneira mudaram a trajetória do artista dentro da sua carreira. E eu trago aqui hoje a minha memória sobre esse momento chave de minha vida. E ele está muito ligado, acho que inteiramente ligado a esses dois artistas de hoje. Porque a primeira vez que eu tive contato com eles, eu fiquei com aquela frase que a minha mãe sempre dizia quando eu era criança: meu filho, enquanto você está pensando em ir, eu já fui e voltei. Então eu fiquei um pouco com essa sensação ao vê-los tocar, ao vê-los pensar, ao vê-los falar sobre o objeto da música. Esse contato se deu a partir da companhia We Spoke, e ela foi decisiva, né, na minha maneira como eu interajo com a música. A gente fez algumas turnês juntos, eu estive algumas vezes na Europa para trabalhar com eles vieram algumas vezes para o Brasil, a gente fez turnês na América Latina, aqui no Brasil, e a gente construiu nisso uma amizade muito prazerosa. Então, os convidados do FIP de hoje, que a nossa tarde traz, são artistas que têm uma linguagem completamente ligada à contemporaneidade. São personagens que usam a experimentação, o pensamento de vanguarda para tentar sair fora da caixinha, para promover o inusitado, sem amarras, utilizando as infinitas possibilidades presentes no mundo moderno para servir o objeto musical. Então, hoje o FIP tem o prazer de bater um papo com dois artistas fantásticos da percussão mundial. O primeiro deles é o Serge Vuille, que é curador, percussionista e compositor suíço com atuação na cena musical contemporânea e também experimental. Participou dos projetos Kammer Klang e We Spoke, onde desenvolveu uma visão ampla e engajada da música, atuando como diretor artístico destes dois trabalhos. Em 2018, Serge assumiu a direção artística do Ensemble Contrechamps, no qual ele continua a desenvolver, realçar e contextualizar a música instrumental contemporânea. Como músico, ele atuou na London Sinfonietta, no Ictus Ensemble, na BBC Symphony Orchestra e também, como solista, atuou em festivais por toda a Europa. Colabora regularmente com compositores, intérpretes e artistas na criação de novas obras e música de concerto, além de peças multimídia, com atuação na Suíça, Europa e América. Atuou também como professor conjunto de percussão do Royal College of Music em Londres, além de ministrar regularmente masterclass e workshops por toda a Europa e Estados Unidos. E o outro convidado de hoje é o Julien Annoni, que atua como percussionista, como produtor cultural, também como curador, também tem o seu festival e a sua companhia de música na Europa. Ele mistura sutilmente todos esses elementos de sua formação. É co-diretor e músico do grupo We Spoke, que é uma companhia de música contemporânea que trabalha com diversos artistas e propõe uma diversidade de projetos musicais nas mais diferentes áreas, misturando desde o teatro musical até a tecnologia em suas produções. Também faz parte do coletivo Usine Sonore e trabalhou em produções musicais também na Europa, Estados Unidos, em diversas partes do mundo, e também em colaboração, né, com compositores, intérpretes e artistas de diferentes áreas. So, I would like to call Serge Vuille and Julien Annoni for a conversation in the Curitiba's International Percussion Festival. Hello, Serge. Hello, Julien. Thanks a lot to be with us.
So nice to be here.
Was a pleasure, guys. Actually, a privilege to have you with us. Thanks so much.
Our pleasure. My pleasure. So nice to see you again. Been a long time. We haven't been able to work together, but still really nice to see you and collaborate.
Cool.
Nice to see you, Vina. Really happy to see you.
So, guys, I'd like to start this conversation with Serge asking about some special moment in our career. We have some moments in our life that we recognize as a key moment. I mean, some information, experience, or perhaps an understanding that made you realize that from that moment on, your way of seeing, interacting, or playing music has changed. In your career, what moment do you believe was a special moment, Serge?
It's a really nice question. Also because it's the occasion to look back on what we did, and try to identify the nice moments. One moment I'm thinking about is a concert that I saw in London, maybe, I don't know, already 10 years ago, a long time. It was a concert I was playing in one piece, just one piece in the concert, and the rest I didn't know the program. And it was a piece by Trond Reinholdsen called 13 Music Theatre Pieces. And in this piece, the performers were doing things and the composer was talking and doing PowerPoint presentation about the budget for the concert and talking about all sorts of nonsense, and it was crazy. And I was a little bit shocked and I laughed all the way. I couldn't stop laughing. I was with a friend and it was impossible. I didn't understand what was going on. I just laughed and it was a very strong memory because of course I laughed a lot and it was very funny, but I was also a little bit shocked by the situation, and so I got to think about it a lot. And I was studying at the Royal College of Music at that time, and I also had this concert that I participated in was part of the experimental music class, which was taught by Matthew Shlomovitz, who was my teacher and became a friend. And so that context, the context of this experimental music class, and also that specifically that piece that I saw live really made me think about the stage presence and how the stage is used and context and all these things. And and also it was a really good memory because we laughed a lot.
Very nice. And you, Julia, I would like to do the same question. Could you share with us?
thank you for this nice question. Actually, I remember about a kind of very important moment in my life, not only about music, talking about music, but really in my life. As long as I can remember, it was always clear for me that I wanted to be a musician. I started my studies in Switzerland, in La Chaux-de-Fonds, where I met Serge. And then I went to Strasbourg in France. And in 2008, when I was done with my studies in France, I had this feeling I was missing out on a lot of things. And that my academic choices were not really the right ones. And I decided to leave Switzerland, to leave France, and to travel to USA for a couple of months. In San Diego, University of California, San Diego, where I met Steven Schick. And I've been playing for him. I took some lessons, but we've been talking quite a lot about music. And I told him about my kind of bad feeling, my kind of preoccupations. And he told me something so simple. It was an evidence, but he told me, you should consider music as something that, above all that's good. It's you're playing music because it's fun, because you like it, because it makes you feel better, and you should really think about it every day when you play music. And we're playing kind of new music pieces. It needs hours of practicing, and suddenly this teacher says something so simple, and it changed a lot my perception of music, and it did change a lot the way I'm living in the music now.
Cool. Yeah. So guys, I'd like to put our conversation in the subject of our live today. So, Serge, I would like, I don't know, but there is one infinite of possibility to treat music in a performative way. Performance is linked in a large part the organizational behavior that occurs with the artistic object. So what is performative music for you? Difficult question.
Very big question.
Very big question.
I guess I don't have a definite answer to that, but I can share some thoughts on the subject. Of course, percussion is very performative anyway. If we play with percussion instruments, sometimes they're very big, sometimes there's really many, sometimes we have to really be physical to play the instrument. So in a way, that is already part of a performance. What I find interesting in certain repertoire, which is really is when the repertoire, the composers are interested in the movements, maybe independently from the sounds. So of course, when we play percussion, we move a lot, but every movement we do is to produce a sound and to produce the best sound possible. And the movement is a consequence of what we want to hear. And in a repertoire where the facial expression or the body of the performer or the way the stage is used or the way the voice, or in this repertoire, when the movement sometimes can be more important than the sound. Sometimes we will make a decision in terms of interpretation which doesn't sound as good as it could, but it looks, or the movement is more powerful. And I think that's, for me, something really that I find really interesting. And I was, since I discovered it, I was always really interested in this, in trying to bring together a movement which is controlled, which has its own value, and of course the sound still. We still have to make, it's still music, it still has to produce sound most of the time. And maybe an example of this is the piece that we performed also with We Spoke and with Julien for 3 conductors making no sounds. So it's a piece which is only based on the movements of the conductor and looks at what it carries as energy, as feelings and things like that. 3 performers are conducting nobody, and there is no sound. And so this, perhaps it's really music because there are conductors, but there's only movement, and I think that's maybe an example of an extreme case.
Good. And Julien, yeah, would like to ask you, continuing in the same subject, about the performative music. What inspired you to play performative music?
Well, it's difficult to answer after such a good answer. Thank you, Serge. If I was at school, I would say the same as Serge. No, well, I would like to say I discovered performative music when I was a teenager. I had a CD with a piece from Vinko Globokar called Touché. And it's actually a bit special because I was listening to this piece, which is a kind of performative and really a visual piece. Not only it's not only a sound, but you have to see this piece to understand what happens. And it was really interesting, and I felt a way of being able to transmit emotions in a very direct way. I mean, the intervention of other elements in addition to the instruments, like I don't know, lyrics, lights, or staging, I don't know, are very important and allow this to happen. And that's why it's a very important experience for me to make research in performative music.
Good. So just to comment some stuff that we are talking here, eu gostaria de dizer, né, algumas coisas que eu acho que são importantes aqui das falas dos nossos convidados de hoje, principalmente em relação que essa música performática, ela tá muito ligada ao movimento, né, e que às vezes até o movimento ele é muito mais importante do que o próprio som. E também, como o Julia falou agora, em relação ao lado visual, né? Quer dizer, você não adianta, né, uma música que não adianta só você, né, escutar, ela tem muito mais uma função muito importante ou muito mais clara quando você consegue ver. E esse trabalho, né, do compositor, quer dizer que ele lida com essa possibilidade de interagir a música com o movimento, né, com a intervenção de elementos, né, que não são apenas os elementos ligados ao que é intrínseco à música. So I would like to know about the piece, Julien, that you bring to us in this today. Could you explain a little bit about this performance that we will see?
Well, the video is an old video. It was one of my first performance of Waterwalk, composed by John Cage. And this piece is 3 minutes long, precisely. And it's a succession of different movements and actions. For instance, second 1, I have to make an action. Second 3, I have to make another action. It's very precisely written. And those actions are made by, I don't know, there are no instruments except a piano. But I'm not really playing piano, and it's a very, I really love this piece because it's a kind of good representation for me about what is performative music. I like surprising, I like unpredictable, and sometimes borderline humorous, and it's I can find it in this music. And this version was done in the Italian part of Switzerland in a festival called Via Lattea. It's a very nice festival, and we did play together with Serge in this festival too. And this festival is organized by Mario Pagliarani, a friend of us.
Good. So let's see the video. So, Serge, now I would like to know what did you bring to us today? Could you tell me about your today's piece, please?
Of course. But before that, I remember a funny story about this piece, because to play this John Cage piece, Julien needs some small mini fireworks, something like party popper, something. And they were difficult to find in Switzerland, and I was living in London, and every time he was telling me, "Oh, if you're coming back, can you bring me some of these little party poppers, because I need to have another performance."
That's right.
Some
I
special
still have
material.
some
They are
spare
very
ones
special.
for the next.
Very good. So the piece I'm bringing is a piece by Matthew Shlomowitz, this teacher that I had at the Royal College of Music for the experimental music class. And it's called Hi-Hat and Me. So it's really a duet between a hi-hat and me. And it's a game of imitation. It's a game of also anticipation. So there's always a strong logic in the piece, but sometimes the logic goes a little bit in an unexpected direction. So I really like the piece, and also like the way it's very quite simply a way of bringing the performer as a person into the performance. I think that's one thing that, as musicians, especially classically trained musician, we often wear black. We're often behind the music stand, and there's the music, and then the person is a little bit hidden. And one thing that I really like in performative music is this idea that the person, or the body, or the face of the performer is also really part of it. And this piece somehow, very basically, it says, okay, there's two things. There's one hi-hat and then one face.
Good. Val, podia colocar pra gente o viewzinho? Let's see.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4. 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 1, 4, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 6, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6. When I was 7, quand j'avais 7 ans, j'habitais à Yvorne, juste à côté de l'épicerie. Chaque semaine, le camion Yoplait venait faire des livraisons, et moi je l'attendais au coin de la rue pour regarder le déchargement, parce que presque à chaque fois, je recevais un yogourt. Closed. Open. Closed. Open, closed. Open, closed. Open, closed. Open, closed.
Comment what do you said, Serge, about the person be important, but I'm gonna say in Portuguese, ok? Julia, Serge, você fala português, então se eu falar alguma coisa errada, você me corrija aí, Serge. Mas o que o Serge falou, que eu achei muito interessante de comentar aqui, é sobre essa relação na música performática da pessoa, do papel da pessoa dentro da performance musical, porque ela passa de uma maneira a estar em um plano frontal. Então a gente não lida apenas só com o elemento musical, mas com o elemento com o elemento performático, né, comportamental desse agente que faz a música. Então, eu acho isso bem legal que você comentou, Sérgio, e vou até pegar esse gancho, porque a primeira vez que eu escutei essa música, Sérgio, foi você que me mostrou e foi só um áudio, uma gravação que na época em que eu acho que eu estive lá no Royal College, eu acho que foi, talvez eu esteja enganado, mas eu lembro que eu escutei só o áudio dessa música, e eu vou trazer para a mesma referência e experiência que o Julien falou no começo da live, quando ele escutou, né, um CD, que é uma música, enfim, que não dá somente para ser escutada, e claro, a performance, ela é muito importante, a performance, né, visual da peça, mas quando eu vi, você me mandou o vídeo dessa peça para eu ver ela com você tocando, aí você tem um entendimento completo disso. Quer dizer, realmente é uma relação entre o sujeito e o objeto musical, e não só entre o objeto musical. Certo, Sérgio? Pode falar um pouquinho em português, se você quiser, para todo mundo saber que isso que eu estou falando não é mentira e que você fala português.
Isso, é verdade. Há tempo que não falei português, falava meio bem, mas não sei. Eu lembro de uma vez que você me introduziu num concerto em Curitiba e você falou que eu falava português e eu não falei nada. Então, acho que o pessoal não acreditou. Claro, isso é muito tempo que não falei, mas eu amo a linguagem, amo o português.
Você tem família no Brasil ainda, Sérgio? Eu lembro que você tinha parentes na Bahia?
Tenho parente bem distante na Bahia, né? Sim.
Que legal. O Serge, pessoal, para quem não sabe, vou comentar um pouco sobre como a gente se conheceu. O Serge foi morar com uma amiga minha do começo da minha vida profissional, a Carol Loma, quando ela foi para a Suíça, lá pelo, acho que 2004, 2005, não me lembro bem o ano, e o Serge e a Carol foi morar com o Serge, e a Carol me mandou uma mensagem uma vez: Vina, eu preciso que você precisa conhecer esse cara é um maluco da percussão, o Serge é demais, não sei o quê, você me manda uns métodos de percussão brasileira que ele vai adorar. E aí o Serge, como é um cara que fala 2.000 idiomas, aprendeu super fácil essa relação com a música, com a língua portuguesa, e aí a gente formou essa amizade. Agora eu estou devendo aprender a falar um dia a língua de vocês, o francês, que eu sou apaixonado, e logo um dia, quem sabe, até o final da vida a gente consegue. So guys, to finish this conversation, I would like to know a little bit about your projects, what you are working now, and your future projects. Could you start with you, Julien, about your projects now?
Well, first of all, I'm trying to avoid to get coronavirus, which is not really easy in such a small country.
Everybody.
And no, I just well, I would say I have three main projects. The first one, when I just finished the first edition of a music season in an abbey of my region. We have a huge church, and still, if we're not playing together anymore with Serge, we still our collaboration is still going on, because the first concert was made by Ensemble Contrechamps, and Serge is now artistic director of this ensemble, or director. So and I'm exploring what we can make, what we can do, and the program in such a big church. It's really fascinating. That's my first project. It's really about programming music. The second project is Usine Sonore, my association. I did start this project with Olivier Membré 15 years ago now, and we have a kind of big studio in the city of Biel. It's a very small city in Switzerland, and this studio is dedicated to residencies. and we're developing an interesting process. And we're thinking a lot about how to welcome ensembles and create the best conditions for composing music, exploring music, new music with technology, and and of course, Isin Sono has his festival. We're waiting for better moments to make a new editions, because the last edition was this year and we had to cancel everything. So we're slowly thinking about a new edition who should take place in 2022. And the last project is We Spoke Ensemble. Even if we don't have concert now, we're doing a research on a show accessible to deaf and hard of hearing people audience. It's very interesting. It takes a lot of time. We had the first experience last year in Strasbourg, in the festival Musica. It's a festival for new music. And that was the start of the project. And now we're really exploring what is possible. Silent music and music with vibrations, which is quite easy with percussion. And also new technologies. We're just waiting for the new sound shirts. We did order. It takes a lot of time because of this situation, but our technicians are ready to make the first tries, and maybe we're going to be able to send it to Vina in Brazil, because we want to make this research a part of this research with you and popular music from Brazil. And I think it's enough for the moment.
Could you maybe can you find a video about the shirt just to show for the audience? Is it possible? I don't know if you have time to.
I can try
now,
to find.
Yeah,
I have some.
Because it's a very interesting way to a very interesting project, yeah. And so maybe
it's interesting. Yes, I have a video. It's but it's a kind of a promotional video.
Is it possible?
Up.
Oh, cool. Val, ele mandou no chat ali. Vamos ver se você consegue abrir pra gente aí, Val. Só para mostrar essa ideia do projeto do Julien, com as camisetas por vibração, né? Que as pessoas que têm dificuldade auditiva escutam e sentem a música através dessa possibilidade. Vestindo a camiseta, você escuta, né? E sente as vibrações da música.
They're using in classical music quite a lot. And basically, I just wanted to say that this research is a specific research to make possible an accessibility to deaf people, but people who can hear music have to be able to live this show too. It's not a specific show for deaf people.
Acho que tá sem... Ah, desculpe.
Music should be for everyone. Introducing this sound shirt, a wearable device that enables the deaf to experience a concert through touch sensations. After 6 months of development, we put it to the test. This is how it works. Microphones all over the stage cover the different types of instruments. A software converts the sound into data and sends it to the shirt, where 16 vibration motors pulsate with the intensity of the music. For example, the bass on the stomach and the violins along the arms. Several deaf people tested the shirt, and their reactions speak for themselves. The Sound Shirt, now available at the Young Symphonic Orchestra of Hamburg.
Emocionante, emocionante, Julian. A gente estava conversando, o Julian falou para a gente que ele tem ideia de mandar isso para a gente aqui no Brasil, para tentar trabalhar com música popular. E, né, as camisetas não são só para as pessoas que têm problemas auditivos, também, né, as pessoas que também escutam podem utilizá-la, e realmente é emocionante. Eu acho que uma coisa muito importante de pontuar aqui é realmente como vocês pensam e trabalham muito à frente, assim, do tempo como esses artistas, né, pensam e trabalham à frente do tempo nas suas perspectivas sobre a música e nas perspectivas sobre uma maior democratização do acesso à música. Então, é fantástico. Thanks a lot, Julian, for this opportunity, and I hope that we can do this project in the future together.
Of course, of course.
Great. Serge, so I would like to finish this conversation also talking about your future project and what you are working now in Geneva, that are the city that you living now.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm now, as you know, the artistic director for Ensemble Contrechamps. It's a 20-player contemporary and experimental music group. So I've not been playing as much recently. But it's really exciting to work with the ensemble, of course. Now we like everybody, we have a little change of plans these days, but we've been exploring a lot of video material and digital music also. One in particular that I've been really excited is that we've started shooting video clips for music, and it's not like videos of concert, it's really playback. So we were first recording the music in the studio normally, and then we edit it like we would do for any music release. But then after that, we go back to the studio to do a video footage. We play back the recording, and the musicians mime or play along with their own recording just to do the image. And what I find really exciting is that then we can really play with the light, with with a lot of things. When filming music, it's always difficult because we can't make sound, and the light has to be good, and there's a number of things which can be complicated. But if you record as a playback, you have a lot more freedom to do something with the video, and the wrong notes and all these things, they don't matter because anyway, So that's we've done it with solo pieces so far. Each player in the ensemble is working on one. We released the first 3 ones on our YouTube channel, and then I'm really exploring the idea to do this with the whole ensemble next year, which means that we can do a video outdoors, we can do a video without instruments. There's a lot of artistic freedom with the video itself, so that's something I've been quite excited about. And so that's Contrechamps, and I'm hoping we can go back to the stage soon, but at the moment, of course, it's not possible. And then personally, I'm also now working on a composition project with a group in Russia who asked me to collaborate to create a piece remotely. So it's going to be a process also with a video conference, not really using scores, but really exploring collaborative practice at a distance. And I'm quite excited about this. I'll be working with dams, like the big water dams to make electricity. It's quite common in Switzerland, but they are very, very small. And it's also common in Russia, but they are really enormous. In Brazil as well, you have very, very big dams. And so this is the theme of the composition, because I feel like the pressure of this water against the dam can also be translated by instruments. The pressure of the air for wind instruments, the pressure on the string, and there's something I think really beautiful and really strong, and also somehow dangerous, because they also are not always so good for the environment. So it's a little bit of I think there's a lot of tension around that theme, and I'm looking forward to try to translate that into sound.
So great, guys, so great. Bem, agradecer aqui todo mundo, o pessoal que acompanhou a gente nas redes. Deixa eu mandar um abraço aqui para as pessoas que comentaram aqui, que viram nossos vídeos. Também aproveitar para dizer que esse vídeo fica gravado. Quem quiser pode compartilhar, pode colocar nas redes. Também deixo aqui a propaganda para seguir os nossos canais. Quem tiver interesse, clica lá no FIPCuritiba, Festival Internacional de Percussão de Curitiba, se inscreva no nosso canal de YouTube, siga a gente na página de Facebook, também dentro da nossa página de internet, FIPCuritiba.com.br, que tem toda a programação desse festival e linka vocês para poder ver os conteúdos que foram disponibilizados e colocados aqui nas nossas lives. Também quero colocar aqui para vocês, quem tiver interesse para saber um pouquinho mais do trabalho do Serge Vuille no Ensemble Contrechamps, acessem o site para conhecer um pouco mais da companhia. Também aqui eu quero divulgar o Zine Sonore, eu acho que é assim que o Zine Sonore, será que é assim que se escreve? O Zine Sonore.
Eu mandei o link lá no chat, Vina.
Tá lá? Deixa eu colocar, obrigado. Aqui, perfeito. Então, deixa eu colocar lá no nosso brand para o pessoal também acessar, quem quiser. Aí, também pode acessar o site do Zine Sonore para ver as... Is it right, Julien?
It's absolutely right.
Ok.
Correct.
Para acompanhar o trabalho desses artistas nas redes sociais também, Serge Vuille no Facebook, Julien Annoni também podem encontrar no Facebook. So guys, wow, so happy about this appointment. It was a great pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation, and I hope to be with you guys in person soon. Thanks a lot.
Thanks to you. That's super nice.
Thank you for the invitation. Looking forward to see you. Let's do a video.
Okay. Yeah. Now we would like to put, Val, se você tem o videozinho aí, Val, é o videozinho do Oi Futuro, because we would like to finish in a video many years ago that we are playing together. So just to finish our conversation with a work that we did some years ago. Thanks a lot, guys. And I hope see you soon. Bye.
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 Olá, para quem pensa que uma cafeteira só serve para fazer café ou que um isqueiro só produz fogo e que ferramentas foram feitas apenas para montar e desmontar, vale a pena ficar de olho no grupo suíço Wispoke. Subvertendo as funções originais de objetos do nosso dia a dia, o grupo faz uma inovadora e divertida releitura da música erudita contemporânea, sem fazer uso de nenhum tipo de instrumento tradicional.
O compositor ele teve a ideia de que o corpo se tornasse o escravo da língua.
Tem outra peça da mesa que é para 3 percussionistas contando uma história sem falar nenhuma palavra.
A gente se vê na próxima dica cultural do Oi Futuro. Até lá!